What is going on, man? Welcome to XCon Media, man. Hey, man. Well, we gonna talk about real issues, man. We gonna talk about real issues, man. We not highlight no ignorance. We not spotting like no dumbness. We gonna talk about real issues in the community and America as a whole, man. So today we gonna talk to what is her YouTube name? Too Real for TV, man. We're gonna talk to Too Real for TV, man, and we're gonna talk about domestic violence. Let me see. Let me add her. Make sure I can hear. What's going on? How about now?
Yes, I can hear you. It's so much better.
Okay.
It's clear.
That hey, the iPad hit
Finally.
different. That iPad hit different.
It do, it do,
Yeah.
it do.
Yeah, but yeah, welcome to XCon Media. We gonna talk about
Love your
a tough
channel. I
topic.
love your channel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support, like, commenting, and
All right.
subscribing, and all that stuff. And
It's
yeah, I
no
appreciate
problem.
it. Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about domestic violence, man. We gonna try to talk about real issues. You know what I'm saying, in the community. You know, real stuff that people dealing with. Um, Domestic violence is something that not many people want to talk about. Not many people uh want to share their story and whatever. So here on the channel we appreciate you for sharing your story, because I know it's hard. I know it's not an easy topic. But you agreed to come on today and share your story, man, and just talk to the people,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah,
Go
because
ahead
when
on
you
and
first
introduce
wanted to
yourself.
do it, I was just not ready at all. When you first wanted to do it, it was just like still fresh. Here I am a couple of months in, I guess. So,
Right.
hey everybody, Too Real for TV, aka Lovely Tay on all social media. I'm just the girl from the hood. But now I'm up in a small town. I love everything. I love everybody. And if I can help somebody, with their domestic violence, then I mean, hey, so be it. Right now I'm on Bigo. Um, I go live on Bigo on Live House, to tell about my domestic violence situations and my mental health. So I just like to be able to tell a story that'll help the next person.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of times, mental health is a real issue in the community, man. A lot of times people don't want to talk about it. A lot of times we don't want to seek help. We don't want to seek counseling or nothing like that. So, we appreciate you coming on, talking to people. One thing about it, no matter what you got to say, somebody out there want to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
with 8,700 subscribers, 8,800 subscribers now, hey, somebody gonna hear your story. Quite a few people gonna hear it. So,
Hmm.
um, take it away. I mean, what you want to say? What you trying to discuss today, man? First of
I
all,
mean, don't really just matter. I'm open to talk about it now. Like I said, when we first discussed doing a live on YouTube, I wasn't ready. But it was fresh. It was just like it had just happened, and I just wasn't ready. I mean, I closed myself off to a whole lot of things, and I mean, I had to do that for my mental, and my friends around me, including you, supported me. I mean, I got my best friend here now because I got kind of lonely. I mean, you go through ups and downs, not trying to, bring up a whole nother subject, but you go up through ups and downs in life. And I was really just in a whole depressing, state. So, after that, so, I mean, we could talk about anything from the
okay,
rooter to the
so
tutor, from the head to the toe. We could talk about whatever.
right,
Let's do
right.
it.
All right, all right. First of all, we gonna start with, like, you know, I guess without calling any names. I don't know if you want to tell who, say who or what or whatever, but your relationship. How long
Hmm.
into the relationship uh was it before? Like, when did the physical violence, when did the mental violence start, and how long was the mental violence behind the physical violence?
Mm. Ooh, that's crazy because in order for him to capture me, it was on a mental state, you know.
Hmm.
I'm just an energy type of person. I can't, go into anything without feeling somebody's energy. So it was just like he caught my mind first mentally. So, my mental is technically still there, but like not like it was. So
Hmm.
um it was I would say it was a verbal attack before it was a mental attack, if that makes sense. It was like in April, me and a close friend of mine came down to Atlanta, Georgia, and we had a mommy's trip, you know, and we ended up meeting you there. And, when we got back from our weekend trip, it was just like, why you wear that? And you was being a hoe out there. And, you know what I'm saying? It was just like tearing me down for what I was wearing. You know what I'm saying? And it started right there, right then and there. You know what I'm saying? I've never been tore down like that. And I most definitely don't like being tore down like that because as a big girl, I'm already getting talked about, you know what I'm saying, by a lot
Hmm.
of people. So I wouldn't expect to go through that, in home. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it was just like you was being a hoe and, you know, you shouldn't have wear that and it was just like, don't let me catch you in that no more type shit.
right.
And that was a little bit after that. That was verbal. A little bit after that is when he put his hands on me for the first time.
Mm. So the putting the hands on you, was it a shove? Was it a kick? I mean,
No, he he squeezed me. I'm 5'4". I'm
what up,
five
Ray
four,
Leno?
so I'm
Ray
I'm
Leno is in the
short.
building.
Hey Ray, I'm real short, so he's like 6'2". He's like very muscular, like 285. So when he squeezed me, he got a lot of muscle, so he squeezed me to the point to where my arms was crushing, and my they was just like it was just like a feeling that I can't really explain, but it was just like he was crushing me. And he was
Mhm.
just like, I snap your neck off your shoulders. I'll kill you. So I had ended up leaving for the first time I left the house. Right after that for like 3 weeks.
Wow. And that was the very first time.
The very first time.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So leading up to that, I mean, so had it been any, what kind of mental, what kind of slick stuff, was he saying? Was he saying anything
Um
slick? I mean, did it
it
lead up to
wasn't
that or did it just come out the blue?
it wasn't necessarily slick things that was being said. It was slick things that was being done. Um in my opinion, I'm not going to chow down on men, but some men, when they cheating, they have telltales about themselves. Okay.
Hmm.
So what I was noticing, like I said, what was being done, what I was noticing was how many times he left, how long he would leave, what time he would get back,
Hmm.
why I would
Hmm.
be with my babies at home. And, like
Right.
I was stuck at home all the time without able to go anywhere. I was literally imprisoned in my own home.
Mm.
So it wasn't things that was said to me back then. It was things that was done to me. I was left. I got pregnant back to back. You remember that? I got pregnant back to back, so I would have to wake up throughout the night with the baby. I was pregnant right after baby, so it was just like I was doing all of this by myself. A married woman, but a single mother, if I shall say that. Um,
Wow.
and I know it's crazy to say, but honestly and truthfully. he wouldn't, help me with the baby until the baby head wasn't wobbling anymore.
Dang.
So, I mean, I was having to do all of that alone on top of managing my postpartum depression, which is very serious for a woman who, after they have a baby. It don't matter how many kids you had before, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It comes after every pregnancy.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So it
So it
started off
wasn't
with
it wasn't things that was said. It was most definitely things that was done. I started noticing how long he was going, how long, he would stay going, how long, what I'm saying, when he leaves the house, how often he leaves the house. And it was always, you stay here with the boys and I'll be back.
right. So it started with the slick stuff. Started, with slick stuff. If y'all
Mhm.
just tapping in, man, we talking to Too Real for TV, aka Lovely Tay. We talking about domestic violence, man. We talking about, real issues, you know what I'm saying, that we deal with. We talking mental health, so tap in, share the live, support, man. Give some comments, ask some questions in a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and just listen to her story.
Yes.
Um, so how was that affecting your mental health
Um,
dealing
I've
with that?
had I've had mental health since I was maybe 23 years old. Um,
Mhm.
and he already knew that I had anxiety and depression. I took medicine for it. I manage it pretty well, but sometimes, you just get in a very bad depressed state, or, what I'm saying, you have anxiety attacks. And what I'm saying, I mean, mentally, I'm going through a whole lot right now, but not as much as I was when I was in that house. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'm free. I
Mhm.
have space. I have a controlled environment that I control. There, I was stuck. I was in a shield. You know what I'm saying? In a hard cracked egg. You know what I'm saying? In a hard shelled egg that I couldn't crack. So dealing with all of that under that roof with nobody caring, having to take care of two boys and my father-in-law, it was just too much. Because I was being disrespected, what I'm saying, not only by my husband, but by my father-in-law as well.
Mm.
So yeah.
Wow.
So if my father-in-law was to
So
disrespect
so we
me and I tell my husband, then it was just like my husband's the only one in the household that's able to disrespect me. He wouldn't allow his father to disrespect me. It was just like, I can do it. Can't nobody else do it.
so in other words, he learned it from his daddy. It was taught.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because I wasn't around his dad to know how he was as a person. You know what I'm saying? All I know now is that his dad is elder. He can't see, he can't take care of himself. So I'm not absolutely sure. All I know
Right.
is, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that was said. You know what I'm saying? To like,
Mhm.
nah, I didn't raise you to be that type of man, young man, or some shit like that. Excuse my
Right.
language, but it wasn't like that.
This
So it
YouTube,
was more.
you ain't gotta apologize. Let it out. Let it out. You ain't gotta apologize. Say what you
So
want to
it
say.
was
Let's
just
get it.
like,
Yeah.
it was just like, I didn't raise you to be that type of man. You know what I'm saying? He never said anything like that. So, I mean,
Okay.
I was literally in modern day hell if hell was on earth.
Mm. Wow. So it just really it took a mental toll on you,
It took a
so to
lot.
speak.
Yes. Hmm.
So you had to raise back to back babies. I'm talking about back to back. Soon as you went back for your 6 week checkup, you was pregnant again. So you had to
Yes.
deal with that, and then you got a son that's a little bit older, still a kid. But you
Yes.
had to deal with all that and
Hmm.
deal with the mental anguish, and then when you took your trip to Georgia and came back, that's when the physical abuse started.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So before you got tired and said, "This is it. I'm not going for this no more." How
That was
long?
the
How long
first
was that?
time. That was that was the first time he put his hands on me, like just like I'll kill you. But like the second time was just like too much, like it was just my last straw. I mean, I've always said I miss living in my own apartment. I've always said stuff like this. And I'm a firm believer. I really just don't care, you know what I'm saying? If we was
Mhm.
married or not. I would live separately for my own peace, married or not. And I know some
Right.
people just, firm believer and we're married, we stay together. But for my own peace and my own sanity, I will most definitely live in my own space.
Right. Wow.
hmm
Yeah.
Married.
Did huh?
I said, and married. I will live in my own peace. Married.
Right. I heard that. So did he
So
ever do it
when
in front of the kids?
yes, this last time was in front of the kids. That was Labor Day, September 5th. We had got into our biggest one.
Hmm.
No, I'm not gonna say biggest one because I mean, shit. Anytime you put your hands on me, it's biggest. No,
Right.
you keep them separate.
Right. Mm. Wow.
So September 5th, when I was at home, I was on Bigo, and that was another thing he tried to control. He didn't like me going live on Bigo because people was able to call me beautiful. And I remember this specifically because he was upset. He was like, them niggas on there calling you beautiful and shit. And I was just like, uh, maybe if you call me beautiful, then you wouldn't be upset about it.
Right.
So what happened was I had got off the app for a little while. I was tired. He came home from work and he ate and went straight to sleep. Now, I'm not gonna say how many hours this man worked, but honestly and truthfully, you shouldn't be tired within these amount of hours.
Right.
So I was just like, for you to come straight home and go to sleep, like something is happening. And so I was like, no. So he took my baby to the back with him and he ended up falling asleep and my baby was screaming and hollering. So I went to go get my son and bring him to the living room with me where me and my other baby was.
Right.
And so he woke up about 9 o'clock that night and when him waking up, he came to the kitchen, get him something to drink, and he went back to the back room. And
Hmm.
I was just like, okay, well, let me text his phone and be like, hey. So I texted him and I was just like, hey, can you come up front with the boys and let me go lay down for a while because I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning with the baby and I'm tired. He was just
Right.
like, nah, you good. I was like, what the fuck you mean I'm good? In my mind, I ain't say that shit to him.
Right.
And um in my mind, I didn't say that shit to him. And so I was just like, let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. So a couple of minutes later, he comes in the living room. He's just like, get gone, girl, go into the back. Because if you go back there and you get on your phone and you don't go to sleep, I'm gonna be pissed off. And I was just like, man, I'm tired. I didn't say I was going to sleep. I said, can I go back there and lay down and get some rest? So that way, because I know if my baby wakes up, you're going to bring them back there to me anyways.
Right.
So there's no reason for me to go back there and go to sleep. So he gets upset. He comes up there. He start hollering and screaming. I'm just sitting there. At this point, I'm just looking at him like stuck on stuff, just looking focused on you. Like the stuff that's coming out your mouth is stupid. I'm the mother of your kids. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been having them all day. I'm tired. I want to go and lay down. For me to have to ask you to go and lay down is ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So so he started hollering and screaming and yelling and getting loud for no reason. I do not like conflict at all. So I go to my father-in-law room and I start gathering me some clothes for me and the babies.
Uh-huh.
So with me getting some clothes for me and the babies, he decided, let me go in here behind her. He comes in there, he start hollering and screaming, "You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere." He grabbed my arms. He pushes me against the wall. He put me up against the wall and started banging me against the wall. My head is going back like that, and I'm hitting my head on the back of the wall as long and my arms because he got me like this on both arms, gripping me so tight, and my arms was hurting.
Wow.
And so when he get done banging me up against the wall, and I collect myself at this time, I'm pouring tears. Is just falling. I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm angry, scared. So he goes back into the living room. I come in there. You gonna feed him too? I come in there and I'm just like, oh my goodness. So I'm trying to go to the back of the house because he's like, "You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. I got your keys. You ain't going nowhere."
Mm-hmm.
So he got both sets of keys to my car and I'm not able to go anywhere. So I'm trying to get to the back. And as I'm going this way, he blocks it. If I go that way, he blocks me. There's two ways to go to the back, through the kitchen or through, you know what I'm saying? Like to the hallway. So if I go this way, he blocks me. If I go that way, he blocks me. I'm not able to get through. When he finally lets me through, he puts me in an LAPD chokehold, lifts me up off the ground, and my feet is just dangling.
Mm. Yeah, we talking about domestic violence, man. Shout out to Clayco, shout out to Ray Leno, Layla
So
Sparks.
when he drops me, I instantly have to catch myself. And so
Mm-hmm.
when he drops me, I stand back up, I collect myself, and I just go to the back of the house. I close the door behind me, and I go to my son room and I sit on his bed and I put my head down. So as I'm in there and I'm crying, and I'm shaking, he comes in there and he's just hollering and screaming, and he got his fist ball, and I'm thinking he about to punch me.
Mm.
So I'm bagging up every time he come closer to me. I'm bagging up to the point to where my back is fully on my son's bed now. And so after I told him, I was just like, "Why look like you trying to punch me? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing this to me?" And he just, "I'm trying not to punch you," yada yada yada. I'm like, "Man, look here, like you're doing too much." You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm just like, "Can you just leave? Stop. Just get away from me." So he leaves and he goes to back to the front. And at this time, I get up and go to the bedroom and I lay in the bed. On my back, I put the cover over my head and I'm crying and I'm shaking. He comes in there again, and at this point in time, I pivot, well, not pivot back, I scoot back on the bed to get to the corner of the bed. Um, and he puts his leg on the bed, he grabs my arm again, and out of anger, he squeezes into as hard as he can, and he placed my arms down. He said, "No matter where you go, I will find you and I'll kill you. I'll blow your car up." Yep.
Wow. Sheesh. That's bad. That's bad. Um, so if you just tapping in, man, we talking about domestic violence with Lovely Tay, aka Too Real for TV. She talking about her situation. Shout out to the ones that's coming in. Shout out to the ones that's gonna check it out. Like, share, comment. Anybody got any questions? So after all this happened, when was the day where you just said, "Hey, I'm out. I can't take no more. I'm out." I mean,
I left the next day. He took my keys to my car. That night, I had to hide my cell phone because I felt like he was gonna take that too. But
mm,
yeah, he laid in the bed next to me that night. I stayed awake all night, and I called my grandmother next day because he took my car to work, and I told her to come and pick me up, and that's where I've been ever since.
yeah. So you moved out. Do we know where you at?
Hmm. Yes,
You
he
got a
came to
restraining
my
order?
grandmother's house. He came to my grandmother's house, and he wanted his son, and I gave him to him, but he came back tripping. So I was just like, "No, you're gonna give my son back." I was just like, "You doing too much. You too angry. You're not about to drive with my son in the car." So I made him bring him back. I recorded just a little bit of it. And he was just like, I mean, I got to ask a few questions, regarding the whole cheating situation and all of that. So
Mm,
he threw the diaper bag at me. He called me all type of mother effers. He called me bitches. I mean, I'm summing everything up under the sun, um, because I was smart enough to leave. So, I was able to ask him, I was just like, is the female that you've been fucking really your cousin? Right? And
wow.
he was just like, no. And I was just like, I knew that, what I'm saying? But it feels good for you to finally actually say it. And of course,
Right.
that only happened in that minute, you know what I'm saying? You tell the truth and then you come back and say, oh, we're cousins by marriage. No, cousins by marriage isn't cousins at all. So, what you just been lying. And just imagine, what I'm saying, having somebody, what I'm saying, they've been calling each other cousins for decades. And I'm in your face these last few years. I'm at your house. I bought you a birthday cake. I'm doing like all of this cousin shit, hanging out with you and all of this. Just to find out that y'all fucking this whole time.
The whole
That
time.
fuck that fucked my mental up.
Yeah. So this whole time he mentally beating you up. Then the physical started, and this whole time she been right there in the background. She not his cousin. They were sleeping together. Damn.
Hmm. He's
Damn.
like literally now driving this bitch car, staying with her, and they wake up, go check on his dad, and then come back to town
Oh, so they
as
they,
we
they
speak.
full-fledged couple now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still telling people they're cousins
Right.
by
Word.
marriage.
What? Yeah. So let me ask you this. I mean,
And
I
I
know
know
you got
some people gonna be like, "So lovely, what did you do in this situation?" I cut that pussy off. That's it. That's all. I stopped giving him what the fuck he was looking for. I'm sorry. Married or not, you getting it from somebody else, and I most definitely ain't about to allow you to come home and give me a disease. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I got two of your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you should have thought about.
Wow. So the aggression, when you cut that off, the aggression started more.
No, honestly and truthfully, I'm gonna say no because he was getting it. He just wasn't getting it from me. He would come home and he'd just be like, "Let me eat you out" or some shit like that. And it's for
Right.
you, not. He said it's for me, not you. And I was just like trying to get me, what I'm saying, trying to make it seem like you trying to do something sexual to me, so I would notice. You know what I'm saying? So one time I was just like, one time I was just like, okay, well, give me the dick. And he couldn't even get hard. So I know you fucking know. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So, you got to pick and choose your battles.
Right. So let me ask you this. Um, I know you got two of your kids are small, but you know one of them is a baby. But I mean, did it affect any of the three kids when you was, you know, the way he talked to you, if he did it in front of them, you know, how did they respond when, you know, he put their
Now
hands on you?
my 6 year old, he's just beginning to understand the fact that I'm not living there no more. You know, I mean, I have my own place now. Thank you, Jesus. But
Mhm.
he's just beginning to understand the fact that I'm not there anymore. And he just, you know, it's just like when you go back or when you go back, you know, and I don't entertain his conversation, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
have conversations with him, but I don't entertain it when it comes to, you know, going back or anything like that. He noticed that, you know what I'm saying? And for him being my first, you know, my first son, he noticed a lot and he know my characteristics. So if I don't talk about something, he knows to just stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't, you know, bring light to the conversation he's having, he'll change the conversation. He's just that, you know, he's just that smart. If I don't want to talk about something, he'll see it in my eyes or he'll notice, you know what I'm saying? But my 6 year old most definitely understand when mama cries, she hurt. When mama cries, you know what I'm saying, she's in pain. So he'll come and wipe my tears away and give me hugs. You know, the babies, when I was choked, they was most definitely there. Um, Jackson was the one that was awake. Prince was asleep. So, yeah, Jackson was hollering and screaming, you know, because it was loud, you know, going back and back. What would you make? What would make you stay through that? Just trying to understand women in the situation. That's enough. Nothing, absolutely nothing want to make me stay. And understand that I still love my husband, but I love him not. I love him enough not to go back.
Word.
Absolutely nothing would make me go back. Not even my kids. Well, there's room in this world for us to coexist, but there's also room in this world for him to be a father to his kids. However, I will not be going back unless God Himself come down here and say you need to go back. I'm not going back, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Uh,
Thank you, my high tower.
yeah, I understand that. Wow. So, you know, in light of what's going on, did you seek counseling? I mean, are you, you know, praying, talking to God? I mean, how you getting through it? How you making it through?
Hmm. I do not go to counseling whatsoever. The way I get through it is I have to fight for my kids no matter what. They still got a life to live. So, with me having mental health, I always have my things that I do. I listen to music, I write. I'm a I love to write books, so I'm working on my book. I mean, it's multiple ways to get me out of reality and get into another virtual world. You know what I'm saying? So me, I like to write. I can go anywhere with pen and paper, you know. So as long as I can take 30 minutes to an hour a day to get out of it, then I will most definitely do that. You know, I will mute, I listen to music. I take bubble baths too. Take bubble baths too. That's my way to wind down and relax. Um,
Right.
but I mean, I don't go to counseling. I have beautiful, beautiful friends that like to talk to me. My best friend is here right now. When it happened, the very next day, I was on the phone with him. He couldn't believe it, but I had to cope to somebody. You know, I had to talk to somebody, and he was the first person I called. Um, so I would just say that my way of coping with everything is multiple ways. I cook, I clean, I, you know, sing music, I watch movies. I mean, it's many ways. I don't go to counseling though. but I do take my medicine on time and do take my medicine on time. I mean, I do find myself being in a like a depressing mood sometimes, but not all the time. Are you dating now? If so, how is that relationship? And if not, it is because of what you went through. I most definitely have trust issues, no doubt. But no, I'm not dating. I mean, I have a couple of people that's trying to talk to me, but no, I'm not dating. I'm opening myself up to possibilities. Most definitely opening myself up to possibilities. Like Laura said, I'm beautiful. But no, I'm not dating at this moment. Who's I could change my mind tomorrow.
I
But
heard that.
today I'm not.
Right.
As of right now, I'm not dating. Like I said, there's some potentials out there, but it's a whole world out there.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. Like this
No, I mean, I'm not suppressing what I'm going through. Um, I have friends that I talk to, family that I talk to. I have a real good support system, and Big Brother's one of them. So, well, my babies are 1 year and 6 months. I pretty much doubt if they need, to see anybody. They can't even talk.
yeah, they babies. Yeah.
And my 6-year-old does not. He lives with his grandma. He was not around. He don't even know what's going on. It's just me. And when I say I'm literally in the space, I'm in my own peace. I'm in my own space. And I think you asked me a question earlier. Do I have a restraining order? I have a protective order over myself. So yeah.
I
Um,
just I just want to say, as a sister, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? Because I do know, I've been knowing you for a couple of years now, and I do know that you was going through a lot, and you know, hey, some people stay for years. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stay that long. Maybe you stayed, a little bit too long. So that's up for debate. But you didn't stay long. It could some women stay for years and years and years. What do you want to say to women that's going through that right now?
I can't necessarily say stay, and I can't necessarily say go because everybody feelings are different. Everybody, mental is different. Everybody, physical is different. Some I'm not going to it might come out wrong, but some people can take a beating better than
Mhm.
somebody else. And I mean, it might sound bad to say, but I don't mean it that way.
Right.
But I would say, what I'm saying, if you're seeking help, then most definitely seek help. What I'm saying? If you wanting to get out, just know that you can. Um,
Yeah.
yes, most definitely can be it is therapeutic. Um, understand that, the first step in it is acknowledging you are, in this situation. So you need to, understand that there is people that love you, what I'm saying, no matter if you're depressed, what I'm saying, if you're feeling down to the point to where you feel like nobody is going to help you, just know that there is help out there. Domestic violence prevention helped me a lot. Like I said, I don't see counseling, but the lady over there was very helpful. I talk to her all the time. She'll text my phone or she'll call me. She even came over here to check on me and stuff. So I mean, I don't actually go to counseling, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if that was exactly what somebody needed to do, then, I would say do that. Do what's best for you as a person, as a mother or a father in that situation, because women aren't the only people who are in domestic violence situations. Men get beat on too. So if you are that man, don't feel like your ego, needs to be tested. Reach out for help because you can get the same exact help I did. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a woman thing, it's a man thing too. And understand that once you go through this situation, you're going to have PTSD, which is also mental health people don't understand. So just know that if I can get out, you can get out. Just know that you're stronger. You know, we're stronger together than apart. So I can't, reach out to everyone, but domestic violence prevention is most definitely out there for you. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Get out the situation if you're ready to get out that situation. A lot of people aren't ready, but just know that there's family and friends that want to help you. So don't push them away. They're going to be there regardless.
Yeah. Um, I mean, as a man, hey, domestic violence. You got to start teaching the boys young. You know what I'm saying? So my
Hmm.
my 15-year-old know, and I've been telling him from you know real young. It's never cool to hit on women. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I denounce domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't think there's no reason why a dude should put their hands on the woman. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you for being strong and trying to pass your story on and help people. And I know it's greatly appreciated. Hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, gonna see what's going on. Plug your social media. What you got going on? Social media. Social
Hmm.
media, anything you want plug, you plug your cash app. You don't know, somebody might want to bless you. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Tell
right.
them your cash app. You going
My
through some
cash
things.
app
Hey,
is $ Mrs. Lovely Tay. um, my TikTok is lovely underscore Tay. My YouTube is too real for TV because period, I'm too real for TV. Um, everywhere else is just lovely underscore Tay. So just follow me. Understand. Oh, also, I'm sorry. I'm on Bigo nowadays, and I have a mental health community that I'm in over there too, to help others that have mental health understand their mental health. So just come over there, support your girl. Download it or not. I'm on the talk. I'm on YouTube. So just follow me
you
if
everywhere. You
it's in
gotta.
your heart.
I told you, you gotta crank that YouTube channel up now. YouTube is the way to go now. I'm trying to get you in there. Hey, I listen.
I don't
YouTube.
like people. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Hey, I don't either. Yeah, but yeah, YouTube it's the new it's the hey, people need to hear your story. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you coming in, talking. Hopefully, some of my people on YouTube they follow you. But the thing about it, on YouTube, you gotta create some content. If you don't create no content, you're not gonna get followed. They ain't gonna just click you just because on here. You got to create something, whether it's a 10, 15-second clip, you know what I'm saying? Motivational, uh clips or just how you feeling throughout your day. Yeah, same thing with TikTok. Just create a
Yeah,
short 10-second clip and go on about your day and pick up your
yeah,
follow.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Encourage your
yeah,
followers to don't accept domestic violence. Don't stand, you know what I'm saying? Don't stand down to domestic violence. When you see that abuse coming, man, hey, let them know. A 10, 15-second clip to your audience can be that encouragement that they need to take that next step, and it came from you and you ain't even know it. So
yeah.
yeah, continue to be strong and all that
And
stuff.
I'm gonna give you your flowers because you've been a lot of help, with me and my situation. If I needed somebody to talk to, you pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I most definitely adore that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just be like, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing the same thing. It's always." So
Right.
yeah, most definitely. Thankful for that. You've always been a great friend.
No problem, no problems. I appreciate you. I'm glad to see because I know when you first started telling me about it, and from the time you told me about it, first told me about it to the time you got out of it, you moved pretty fast. You moved pretty fast. Yeah, you got tired of it and you was out of there and didn't look back. So, continue.
Yeah, I mean, like most people go back because of the same thing. It's the sweet talking. It's the I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I'm not gonna do it again. That's what made me go back. But I mean,
Yeah,
it was my decision to go back. Nobody can be like, Taylor, go back. What I'm saying. I had to go back for me.
right,
But once I'm done, then I'm done. A lot of people don't get out the situation. A lot of people die. A lot of people get beat to the point to where they can never speak again, you know what I'm saying, or never have kids, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, me, unfortunately, it wasn't that serious, for me, but I mean, once I'm done with something, I'm done.
right. I mean, because you set an example for your son. What you showing your sons? You know what I'm saying? Because eventually the two little ones would have got a little older. What are you showing them by uh letting their dad beat on you? You,
Mhm.
you showing
Yeah.
them that it's okay to beat women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, you got out it on time. Hopefully he get the help that he need. And like
Yeah.
somebody said in the comments earlier, the same way she got him, that's the same way she gonna lose him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, pick up the pieces and move on. You gotta be strong for your boys. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be
Yeah.
strong for your boys, and you'll land on your feet quite nicely. Yeah, you'll somebody gonna find you, scoop you up, and they're gonna have a real gym. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just gotta continue to be strong. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. You
He
know what I'm
said,
saying?
he said, I ain't gonna give you no flowers, but I'll give you a shout out. I was just looking at the comments. I didn't know I could, y'all. I'm
I'ma
just over
blow
here
your
on a blank screen.
I'ma blow your cover for that. That's my nappy head sister undercover. Yeah, I'ma blow your cover. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got your ass. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, a lot of times women just settle, and all men, they just settle for whatever because they don't want to be lonely. Don't be
Hmm.
afraid to,
I don't mind being lonely, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, with men company, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind being, you know what I'm saying, lonely because honestly and truthfully, that's exactly what I need right now.
right,
I don't want to jump into something too fast and get the same result. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I feel like I just need to be single and just, have my space,
that's right.
my peace.
That's right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Anything else you want
Mm-mm.
to talk to the people about? How your mental health coming along? Let's talk about that.
My mental health is, I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. But yeah, I say it's okay. Honestly and truthfully, yeah, I say it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm
It's
not
all
in a
good.
I'm not in a depressed mood. I'm not in a
Mhm.
sad mood. I'm pretty happy where I am right now.
Right. Yeah, don't be afraid to pick that phone up and call somebody. You know what I'm saying? Call me, call anybody, you know what I'm saying? And just talk.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and let it beat your head up, you know what I'm saying? And you just sitting there and
Mhm.
just you know what I'm saying? Just get it out. Talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And again, to anybody else, there's nothing wrong with seeking counseling. I've had
Right.
a lot of counseling. When I went to prison, I had anger management classes, family violence classes, had all kind of classes. You know what I'm saying? And those classes
Mhm.
work. But hopefully, people can get those classes
Did you start him a bath?
without going to
Okay.
prison. Don't go to prison to get them classes. Get them now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Yep. So I guess we gonna let you tend to the baby duties
Yes,
and
because
all
he
that
is
stuff.
right here next to me.
All right. Let you tend to the baby duties and everything, and we
Thank
sure
you for
do.
having me, XCon Media, aka Big Brother G Money,
That's right.
aka we waiting for this song to come out.
We waiting for the song. Hey, Callie on the set, aka G Nasty, is working on the song, and he gonna get it
Yes.
out. One,
If
he
your
got.
man ain't hitting it right, it ain't my fault.
Yeah, he working on it as we speak because he just got a computer and he working on it. That so I'm gonna
Go.
go out on the limb and say that song gonna be ready for the 23. I think it's gonna be in the
Thank
club for the
you,
23. So
203.
yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for your presence. I appreciate you. Much love and have a wonderful evening.
All right. Have a good night. We'll talk to
Thank
you.
you.
No problem. Thank you. Yeah. Yo. Thank you for tuning in to XCOM Media, man. You know, we just trying to get this thing figured out. I'm picking up a lot of followers very, very fast. Like y'all coming from everywhere. So with my channel, I don't feel like posting no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about everyday issues that people going through. So if there's any issues that you would like to talk about, hit my email up, xconmedia@icloud.com. You know, if you want to come on the show and be a part of the show, talk about any type of situation that you want to talk about, hit my hit my email up, xconmedia@icloud.com, and we can get on here and try to do this thing, man. We starting slow, but we starting. We making progress, man. So like, comment, subscribe, share, comment. If I see your comment, I'll come back and respond. If I don't see it, because a lot of comments, I catch thousands of comments a day. I can't respond to all of them. I try to, but I can't catch all of them because they be coming too fast. It's probably about 200 came on the videos that I posted. 200 or so came in while we've been on this live, so I can't catch all of them, but I try. And I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, man. If you see anybody that you know going through domestic violence, go ahead on and share this video to them so they can, you know, hear what Lovely Tay, aka Too Real for TV, had to say. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we out. Till next time.